coach. You don't need a coach. Yes, I totally forgot to put my stream on. Yes, people. It's another gloomy day in the life of Arsenal fans. It was a terrible, terrible performance, people. The terrible performance, to say the least, people. I want to hear your say about this game. The link is in the description. The link is in the live chat. Click on the link and you can come into the studio right now. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts about this game. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. I've seen a lot of people that are ranting already. A lot of people are saying Arteta is at fault. A lot of people are saying the players didn't turn up. A few people are saying Arteta is showing a little bit of his ineptitude. I don't know what you guys feel about this. What do you feel about the game? A Palace fanatic here saying Leeds coming up for Palace. Hey, Palace fanatic. Nice of you to join us here. I really appreciate it when I see other people from other teams coming to my stream. Joe Smith, listen, man, I feel the same way about you. I feel the same way right now. I really feel the same way you're feeling. Sad face, yes. That's how I feel as well. But listen, guys, this was one of those games where I was almost falling asleep in the first half, honestly speaking. The first half was so gloomy, it was so drab, it was so slow. The players were just looking like the early kickoff wasn't for them. I don't know, man. Maybe, oh, yeah, you know what, it's 12 o'clock. Let me just get off my bed. You know, that's how they were feeling. That's how it looked to me, because there was no spirit, there was no intent, they just didn't seem spirited in that first half. And I was like wondering, what the hell is going on with these people? These are the same people that had all the cylinders firing when they played against Wolves. And it was very shocking to see what happened in this game today. And then we had that sloppy moment from Cedric. I mean, obviously we knew what he was trying to do with the pass there, but you know, it just wasn't good enough. It's as simple as that. It just wasn't good enough. Do you know what I mean? So he was trying to give a pass, but it wasn't heavy enough. And then, you know, Traore pounced on it and he gave the pass to Watkins, and there you have it. It was a goal. So it was one of these performances where I'm not even sure what really happened. I'm really not sure what happened. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. He said, well, hey, Casey, how you doing, my man? Nice to see you here for the first time. Sunderland fan here. Welcome to your world. Listen, man, I'm never going to be getting into your world, man. I'm never going to get into your world. I don't think Arsenal is going to get to that level. George Smith, the players took until the second half to wake up. Listen, man, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. They took the second half. The first half, I think they were sleeping, man. Someone was making a joke, but you have to think about it. Someone was making a joke. We haven't played a kickoff since God knows when. You know, but I'm not making that as an excuse. Don't get me wrong. But it just didn't seem they were awake. They were lethargic. They were trudging around the pitch. You know, the Aston Villa players looked hungry. Look how many times that Watkins had an attempt on goal. Look at how many times he was pressing and, you know, disturbing the likes of Gabriel, you know, winning fouls up, you know, high up the pitch and all that. It's one of them games where I'm just like wondering, what the hell? And it's difficult to rip into Arteta because a lot of people, some guys have come on my Instagram and saying that, yeah, that what was Arteta doing, that Arteta is putting the handbrakes. And I'm like, I disagree with you. Why would you say Arteta is so? Yeah, the game we played against Wolves, he told them, okay, you know what? You guys go out and fire on all cylinders and then come to this game and then put the handbrakes on. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you're joining now and you want to come to the studio, the link is right there in the description and the link is right there on the live chats. Click on the link and you can come into the studio. I want to hear your thoughts about this game. I want to know your thoughts. I want to see your opinions. It's always good to have diverse opinions, and that way we can maybe have a debate if I disagree. And if I agree, I'm just going to be nodding my head all through. Akuma Soko, how you doing, my man? Nice of you coming on yesterday. I really appreciate. The boys let us down. Listen, I agree. The boys let us down, man, because at the end of the day, whether it's an early kickoff or not, there were two teams on the football pitch. So whatever preparation it is that the likes of Aston Villa had, I felt we should have equally had a similar preparation. However, for me, the turning point I still maintain the turning point was that mistake. I was so confident in my fantasy. I bought holding because I thought we were going to concede a goal today. And then I put Watkins on the bench. That's how bad it was for me. That's how bad it was. That's how much they disappointed me. So I expected to be better from them. You know, I expected to be better from them. You know, Palace fanatic. Pepe is world class. Give him time. How much time do we? Okay, first and foremost, I think we've given him enough time. That's one. Secondly, he's done very well in the last 3 games. There is no doubt about it. Pepe has done really well in the last 3 games. We have to give credit to him. Today, maybe his decision makings were poor in the final third, because there were some times maybe he would have given some passes, and for some weird reason, I don't even know what happened to him today. I don't know what happened to him today. But it is what it is. It's one of them games where, you just have an off day. And it's not just only him. A lot of players, the final third decisions was so poor today. It was so poor. Even when there was a time like Lacazette had the ball, he was going to give it to, I think, Saka and Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings intercepted. We have to give credit to Tyrone Mings as well. Let's not forget, these guys have the second best defense right now. I think we have the third best defense. Man City has the best defense. Aston Villa has the second, and I think Arsenal has the third best defense. So we need to put that into perspective as well. Did Aston Villa play very well defensively? I thought they did, because they were doubling up on most of our players. There is no doubt about it. Should Arsenal players have done a bit better? I felt they should have done a bit better than they did, because we were lethargic. We shot ourselves in the foot in the first half, and that's one of the things that led to us not being able to get back into the game. What's Topher saying here? Topher, how you doing, man? 4 experienced forwards in Pepe, Laka, Oba, and Willian. None of them can score. Unacceptable from senior players. Listen, I agree. Because at the end of the day, right, these guys are experienced, right? Yeah, they need to be doing a bit better than what I saw today. Oba came in today for Lacazette. Did Oba make any impact, guys? Can someone tell me, did Oba make any meaningful impact? And this is not the first time, guys. This is not the first time that Oba has come in and not made an impact. You can argue that against Wolves, where how many men down, like 2 men down, and he couldn't really do much. But then again, you have to look at the whole perspective and look at everything he's done this season. It's not good enough this season. Let's be real. Oba has saved us in the past season, but the truth has to be said. This season, he's not pulling his weight this season. And I keep maintaining to you guys that whenever Oba plays in the middle, which is one of the things that a lot of fans have been praying for, Oba will never do that job for you. I'm sorry. Oba will never do that job for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Okay, I've got a chat here from Twitter. Hey, Aseka Vincent, how are you doing? I thank the Almighty having saved us from air pollution. Okay, I don't know what that one has to do with football, but yeah, I thank God for your life, and I also thank God that we've been saved from air pollution, but I don't know what that has to do with football. Right, if you're just joining now, you want to come into the studio, there's a link right there in the description. If you're watching from Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, I'm not sure Twitter will be able to see that link on Twitter. Please click on the link, come into the studio. I want to hear your thoughts about this game. I want to know what you have to say about this game. Let's look at the mistake from Cedric today. I mean, I'll be very surprised if people rip into Cedric. One, Cedric is playing in the left back position. He is not a left back. He is not a natural left back, and he's done quite well. Do you know what I mean? He's done quite well in that position. Apart from today, obviously, and just that one little mistake he made. I think that's one of the major mistakes he made today. Do you know what I mean? And that led to the goal. So I'm not really going to sit down here and say I'm going to rip into Cedric all the way through, if you see what I mean, because I felt he's really done well for us up to this point. And then we have the likes of Bellerin on the right-hand side. Bellerin today, he was on and off. It was difficult. I mean, let's be honest. He's playing against the like of Grealish, because Grealish was everywhere. Sometimes you see Grealish on the right, you see Grealish on the left. But at the end of the day, you still expect better from players like that. If you look at the likes of Tyrone Mings today, you're gonna be wondering, these are the kind of players we want in our football team. Do you know what I mean? What's good, Joe? How you doing? Hey, Soko, how you doing, man?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Yeah, just disappointed from today's performance, man. I was really confident going into the game.
I was as well.
And I think the thing that gets me angry, all the Arteta out people have the ammunition now to slaughter the manager, especially that decision to put William instead of Martinelli on, because I thought that's a strange decision, especially and stuff. Yeah. So just disappointed, brother.
So I mean, so at the end of the day, would you say that is the main reason why we lost the game, because William came on? Obviously not.
No. I mean, let's face it. The starting 11 is what everyone wanted everyone to start with. We wanted to start with Pepe. We wanted to start with Lacazette up front. So the starting 11 was good. I just think it was an individual mistake and stuff. And just
So What would you say about the performance up front of the three guys up front today, Smith Rowe, Saka, and Lacazette? Because I thought today they were in on it.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I thought Smith Rowe would actually be rested and Martin go on today, Odegaard go on today, but obviously the manager knows better and stuff. But it didn't seem cutting edge. And let's face it, did we have any clear-cut opportunities in that game? Not really, and stuff. So I think we were, if anything, Aston Villa had the clear-cut chances. I thought
they had way better chances.
Yeah, Matt Ryan had a brilliant game. Feel sorry for him on his debut.
and the goal we conceded, obviously, it was one of them deflections, which is quite painful, very painful one.
Yeah, it is.
And same thing almost happened against Martinez, but Martinez got his foot in the way when Pepe had a shot.
It's just typical. He had that feeling about Martinez was going to save everything today and stuff.
Yeah, and going to be giving people bonuses on fantasy today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people are going to say, "Oh, we saw the wrong goalkeeper." No, we didn't. I mean, it was like when you've got two number one goalkeepers, one had to go, and unfortunately, it was going to be.
Personally, I prefer Martinez, but that's a different story. I prefer him.
As a goalkeeper, I would say Martinez is probably the better goalkeeper because I like his distribution, I like his height, I like his handling. But let's face it, Leno has stepped up on that area in the last couple of games.
Yeah,
because I thought Leno was more of a good shot stopper than a good organizer. But the last couple of games, he has been a good organizer, apart from obviously the games against Wolves and stuff. So
Joe here. What's good, man? What's good? Are you coming on the stream? Rahul, hey Rahul, how you doing, man? How you doing? How Partey is getting injured constantly? Honestly, I don't understand that about Partey. What do you make of Partey's performance today, though?
I thought he was good today. I didn't think it was bad. I thought he was good, and stuff.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't think it was too bad today. I mean, he wasn't obviously Man United against Man United. He was obviously sloppy, but today it was a standard Partey performance. I don't think he did much wrong. I don't think, obviously, if you're looking for those passes he was doing in the first half against Wolves, it wasn't really there. But him winning the ball, him winning the 50-50, to be fair, I think him and Xhaka probably one level down a little bit. So maybe when you analyze it, Partey maybe gets an 8, but I thought he was a 7. That makes Xhaka a 6 or a 5. So,
no, but I thought Xhaka played better to me. I thought he played better than Partey, personally. That's my personal opinion. And the reason I say that is because I thought today Xhaka was the only one giving the slicing through balls today. He gave like 4 or 5 that I could count. Balls through the middle. Today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I thought anyways.
And obviously could have scored with that brilliant free kick.
Yeah. So hey Mosibo, how you doing? What's good?
Yeah, Tari, how are you doing? You okay? What's up with you?
Are you driving or something?
Yeah, I'm on the motorway, man. But that
if you're driving, I would advise.
I just want to go and clear my head, man. I just have to go on the motorway to drive.
Hey! I don't like to hear that because I don't want to. Something happens to you. They say you were on Tade stream and they hold me accountable. If you
No. I'm using hands free. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
What? So you're actually driving? All right.
Yeah. I'm actually on the motorway because I have to go and forget about the game today, man. Yeah, I just need to go and clear my head.
All right,
because that loss is absolutely that loss kind of it wants to give me some depression still.
No. Don't get depressed, though. Don't get depressed. But I'm just gonna put a disclaimer here. I did not know what you were doing before you came on this live. Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing, and how did you see the game today, generally?
I'm asking myself the same question over and over again that I don't know what is going on with this club, man. They're just draining patience out of me every time I see them play. But I don't know. I know it's too hard to take that loss today.
So and did the manager get it wrong today?
They lost like 3-1 in their last game. We find it difficult to break them down. And I don't know whether it's the player, whether it's the manager. I just don't know what to say, man.
That's what I was just asking you now. Do you think the manager got it wrong today? Are you still there?
Hopefully, it hasn't
I hope you're still alive. I hope you're alive, Mossy boy.
I hope so too.
All right, Joe. Joe.
Well, the squad, the lineup.
I think there's a big
It's
lag.
not a bad lineup at all. I don't think you get it wrong because.
Mossy boy, I think you need to get to a place with better connection, right?
Yeah.
You need to get to a place with better connection because you keep. I think the
I'm still
motorway
here,
connection
Daddy.
is poor. It's really poor on the motorway. You keep breaking up all the time. So I'm just gonna go to Joe now. While you sort out.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Joe
carry
now.
on.
Anyways.
I'll be listening to you guys. I'll be listening.
All right. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. So Joe, how are you doing? How's America today? You said you woke up today and you had a problem with your YouTube.
Hey, Tade, can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you. I believe.
Nah, man. So I woke up to watch the game. At 4 a.m. You know, I got my coffee ready. But they were asleep like I was asleep. Cedric was asleep throwing that back pass, and Shaka doing karate kicks on Jack Grealish. More referee controversy. Like, what's going on with these referees, Tade?
So do you feel that was a penalty then? Did you feel that pulling of the shirt of Martinez?
They
You
give
feel it was
him
a
those
penalty?
now. What you want him to take off his whole shirt, his underpants, and everything to see him naked to get a penalty? What do you want to see, Tade?
But
That's
was that
a
a goal?
penalty.
Was that a goal scoring opportunity though?
No,
I'm talking about the Lacazette one where Martinez pulled him down. Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But was that
That's
a
a
goal
I'm
scoring
going to
penalty.
support
opportunity?
you on that one anyway because I saw it's a penalty. Because
Yeah.
until he took the whole shirt off before the referee can give a penalty, you know.
So okay, so this brings me back to what we were talking about yesterday, and I wish Claude was here. So I've seen this kind of situations whereby they're pulling a lot of people and nothing is given. I've seen this a lot. However, I felt that wasn't really a goal scoring opportunity in my opinion because I don't think the ball was anywhere near Lacazette. It wasn't anywhere near the two of them. Let's be honest. It was off the ball. Was it a foul? Yes, it was.
You're talking about the second half penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, from a goalkeeper perspective, like I said, I play in goal. Like anything else, you try to. It's sort of unconscious. You kind of do it unconsciously. You don't do it deliberately. So I can see why the referee did not give it.
Yeah, but by the letter.
Yeah.
But by the letter of the law, this is where there's always a bone of contention. This is what the likes of Claude was telling me yesterday, and we almost got into a fight over the week because of this.
I saw that one.
He said by the letter of the law. So if it's by the letter of the law, where there is this is why I said sometimes common sense is needed in this thing. And in my opinion, I felt common sense prevailed in this situation. That's why I wasn't getting mad at all about that situation. It happens. Because
it does,
let's be honest, there's so much contact every single time in corner kicks, in free kicks. There's always these contests, and many of them just get waved away by many of these referees because just feel, it is what it is. It's just contact. So if they're gonna go by the letter of the law, then any single contact made on any player that has a goal scoring opportunity, should be given a penalty. But sometimes it gets waived. This is what I'm saying. It's difficult to follow the letter of the law down to the letter.
Yeah, it's the lack of consistency. I think that's what annoys people. I think that's what happens, you see. So I can understand why the referee didn't give the penalty on Lacazette. But as a goalkeeper, I can see I probably subconsciously would kind of do that same thing. You don't do it on purpose. You're just trying to get yourself an advantage as well. But like I said, it's the lack of common sense and it not being applied equally to games. That's what annoys fans, I guess.
Okay, what about Emil Smith-Rowe today? Emil Smith-Rowe's performance. What would you guys make of it? Because I felt he didn't have a good game.
Yeah, he looked a little bit. I think it's more of a case of fatigue than anything else. You know, I just think.
But what I'm going to say about Smith-Rowe is that the guy is looking tired. He's not as what he used to be when he first break into the team. He needed rest. They just need to rest him for maybe a couple of games and just bring him back in and he keep firing again. That's what I'm going to say. And
not just him. Almost all the players. Most of them need rest. And this is why you need a second good team. Don't you think?
Yeah.
You need a second good team.
And again, what I want to say is, you remember our last show when I criticized the club for not bringing in a left back when the transfer window is still open.
Yeah, but it's easier
and that cost us today.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done. It's easy.
Exactly.
Because this is where I like you, what you're presenting. At least you try to be more realistic. Of course, the club knows they need a left back, but let's face it, are you going to get a left back as good as Tierney in this market? No, you're not.
Not in the January.
But the thing is, for them to allow Ainsley Maitland-Niles to go, they know they need to bring someone in as a backup.
It's not a natural left back. You would have had the same problem. You can't do. In hindsight, even if what's his name again that went to West Brom?
West Brom?
No, the guy that went on loan from us. What's his name? Forgotten his name now.
Joe Willock?
You mean to Newcastle?
No,
Newcastle.
Yeah, Willock. Willock scored today.
Oh, you mean Maitland-Niles went to West Brom and then Willock went to Newcastle?
Yeah, exactly. Even if he was in, he was still. If he had played left back, he probably would have had the same problem. Look at what happened against Crystal Palace when
It was diabolical.
Yeah, exactly.
Diabolical.
Yeah, it's so hard, and it's going to be hard to get a left back at this time. And I think you have to look at it from the club perspective. If worst came to worst, we do have substitutes that can substitute in that area. So I can understand why the club didn't really push for a left back. I think they pushed for their main signings for a goalkeeper and a number 10, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. You know.
Listen, I agree with you because let's be honest, Arsenal were probably one of the few people that had the best business this January transfer window. Okay. If you can look at it across the board. And Mossy Boy, this was what I was trying to make you.
Sorry, let me come in there. What business did they do? How many players did they bring in? A goalkeeper. Mossy Boy. Yeah. We were able to get rid of players that we didn't want.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we get rid of players. We didn't bring anybody in.
Wait, so we didn't bring Odegaard in? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Is Odegaard not? Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
So the thing is, I can understand your frustration, but then where's the realism in the fact that in a January transfer, it's quite difficult to get the best of the best players out of their clubs?
Exactly.
This is what I'm expecting for you to understand, Mossy Boy, which I'm shocked at.
But why? We are linked to two different left back, and we can't get one of them.
Do you think every rumor means that you're gonna get a player? Do you know the negotiations that go on?
I understand that. At least what I'm saying is, at least the club knows that we only have one left back, and we cannot carry on playing Cedric at left back.
He's been playing well.
What sort of thing that is going to be happening?
He's been playing, apart from today, I don't think Cedric had a bad game apart from that stupid pass he did in the first half. This is the problem with Arsenal fans. We're so by.
Yeah, but this is Premier League. These are the things that will happen if you go and look at his play today. Every time he wants to do a cross, he has to come back to his right because he's a right-footed player.
And what you're saying? Okay, so I look, Bossy Boy. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, right? What you're saying is valid. But I think what myself and Soko are trying to pass across to you right now is from the perspective of the possibility of getting that left back that you truly want. It will have been a case, the way I see it would have been a case of getting just a left back just to fill up space. But the left back we probably would have gotten in January. Will he be good enough? This is the question. Exactly. And then you are now going to have. Let me just get it across. The question is, you probably then get someone like Kolasinac, which you just got rid of. Is that what you want?
Yes. No.
Do you see?
No. Well, you don't understand what I'm saying here. In a natural left back, I'm not saying mistakes happen, right? But a natural left back will not give a short pass like that today because it will be going straight to his left.
Kolasinac was a natural. Look at his bad performances, and the problem is that anyone probably will not be as good as Kolasinac at this present moment in time. So you have the same problems that we had when we had Kolasinac. Remember, Kolasinac was the back of Tierney, and when he came in, did he do that well? Even though he was naturally left-footed. So you're not going to get as. This is the problem. We have to be realistic. You got to look at the financial climate of the world, the financial climate of football in general. Business was appallingly poor this year as well. And when you look at those things in context, Arsenal did pretty good business. And Arsenal got to look at it as a gamble. They say to themselves, okay, even if we don't get a left back, we have sufficient substitute squad members that can do a job for us. And let's be fair, apart from today, apart from the mistake, like Cedric did in the first minute, I don't think he had a bad game. It's just not a mistake.
I agree.
But when you're talking of the financial situation, everybody knows that we can. Well, the player that we got in all the players that we got in January, they are on loan. We can still go out and loan a left back.
But you can't, Mossy boy. You're making this thing sound like I'm shocked that you're saying this because I mean, you're talking like you go there and get the best left back that is going to be better than Kolasinac and bring him. It's difficult in January. It's difficult.
We can actually look for a cover, someone that can actually play, just cover us till the season ends. In the summer, then we can go out and get a left back.
It. Mossy boy, you sound frustrated right now, and I can understand that. But they looked into it. We've talked about this in the past. They did look into it. And you need to give credit to these guys this window. They went out and got the people they could get.
Yes.
Sorry, Joe. Joe, what are you saying?
Bertrand was there for $3 million. He would have been a good cover.
That was what was being said. But this is their number one left back, for crying out loud. Do you think they're going to let go of their number one left back?
He's a free agent in the summer, though.
That doesn't mean they're going to let him go. You don't understand.
I agree with Mossy boy. They needed somebody there. If not, they should have kept Aidley Maitland-Niles.
So do you think that the club he's playing for right now, do you think Southampton will let him go without getting a proper cover? Exactly. Have you thought about that?
Exactly.
Have you thought about that? We're only looking at it. You think
they'll promote from the youth? They promote from their academy. They'll promote
That's an assumption.
Yeah.
That's an assumption, Joe. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. Southampton is not going to left. Look, we've watched football for how long now? How many good players do you get in January? How many very good players? They're not going to left their number one first team player leave in January. It's hard. The reason we got Aubameyang in January was because he was having issues in Dortmund. Let's not forget that. That's the only reason we got him in January. How many good stock do you get in January?
A lot. Van Dijk, Coutinho. You want me to start naming these big players that have gone in January?
And how much money? How much money? How much money was on the table?
Big money.
Okay,
$3 million.
And you think Aston is going to spend 100 and something million on a player, or spend 70 million on the player?
In this climate.
No, but
in this climate.
Another thing I want to say is we can go to a championship club and get a decent left back.
Yeah, but you have to remember this though. They have to get a replacement as well for them.
Exactly.
But the thing is, any player in championship, they don't care whether the club. It's money. They don't care whether the club.
Okay, Mossy boy.
If you give them the money, they will let him go.
Okay, Mossy boy. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
why did we not get Emi Bundia from Norwich? Can you tell me why? I know why, but I want to know if you know why. He's a championship club, right? He's a championship club. Why couldn't we get Emi Bundia from Norwich?
We don't get Bundia because Norwich. If we go there, we say, okay, we're gonna get him on loan because they know they will know that he'll be coming back. Because Norwich wants to sell him outright, and they want 45 million for him or 40 million for him. So you're telling me that Arsenal doesn't have a 40 million to go and get Bundia from Championship Club?
Okay, now you're wrong. Now you're wrong, Mossy boy. Mossy boy, you are totally wrong.
Yeah.
Norwich was holding out because he's the best player. He's been their best player this whole season. They were not going to let him go. The coach came out and said 99%, I am certain he's not leaving because we need him. January transfer, it is very, very difficult for us to let go of our best players. They don't have any replacement. They were not going to let him go. And secondly, listen, no. They will come out and say that, but I'm telling you what happened. What happened was we were going to offer either Reece Nelson or Willock at the part exchange, but they refused because they didn't think that those guys were good enough in addition to 45 million. In addition to 45 million. And Bundia is definitely worth 45 million. So you think they're going to... These guys are coming back into the... Right now, they're topping the championship, right? Yeah. And you think they're going to sell their best player that's supposed to bring them to the championship? Back to the Premier League. No, are you telling me, Mossy boy, that they're going to let go their best player when they are topping the league? They're topping the league.
Every single player wants to play in the Premier League, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Do you think a team that is on the running to come back? Because listen, let me finish. Do you think a team that is on the running to come back into the Premier League and have the best player who is being sorted by a lot of teams in Premier League will let their best player go when they are going to be coming back into the Premier League just because of that player? Do you think they're going to let in January, for that matter, without a replacement?
This is what I'm saying to you. This is all about money.
No, it's not.
Arsenal go there.
No.
Oh, come on. If Arsenal go there with the right price, it will leave. I'm telling you now, it will come to Premier League and play the rest of the season in the Premier League.
Let me tell you the situation what probably is going to happen. The player probably doesn't want to come to Arsenal, but it's not just up to the player, it's up to the club. The club is going to say to them, look at this way. If we get into the Premier League, that's an easy 100 mil. And if you want our player, they're going to extort him and say, okay, if you pay us 150 million pounds, then we'll sell him to you. Arsenal not going to pay 150 million for a Championship player. And obviously, you have to look at it from obviously the Norwich perspective. They want to do.
Yeah, but Norwich is not asking 100 mil. They're not asking for 100 million.
They would have. That's what they'll say. If you
they're only asking for 40 million.
No, they would have gone for more. They would have they would have seen us as desperate and obviously hiked up the price.
So Tostv here. Raul, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Sorry you came into an argument, right, Raul? I see you in here. Tostv here says I don't think Norwich would have accepted even 50 million. They will make excuse me. They will make more just coming to the Premier League.
Exactly.
Listen, I agree with that. Because it's very easy for us, and this is why I kind of disagree with you, Mossy Boy, because I think you're looking at this thing from one perspective. And I understand money is very important. If we had given, say for instance, those guys, let's say 150, which is quite outrageous, let's be honest. That's an outrageous fee that can lure any club to let go of their best players.
Yeah.
Okay? That's outrageous. But if you're going to be giving them a money, like 50 million or 45 million, just like what Tostv just said now, it kind of makes sense for them to listen, we have a chance of getting into the Premier League. And once we get into the Premier League, we'll make so much money than that. And if we want, we can decide to let Bundia go. But right now, he is too integral to our chances of getting back into the Premier League. This is what they're going to be thinking. Except to give me something outrageous, I'm not letting him go. So you need to look at it from that perspective.
Okay, Tade, my question to you now. I want to ask you a question now. So my question to you now, so are you going to be accepting the way we are playing now till next season, till the end of the season? Are you accepting the way we are playing now?
No, but that has nothing, excuse me, that has nothing to do with the discussion at hand. But however, I'm going to answer the question, okay? Because you're trying to be clever now. I'm going to answer the question. The way we perform today...
No, I'm not trying to be clever.
You are, because you're twisting it to something else. However, I'm going to answer the question, okay? It is not acceptable how we perform today. No doubt about it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to lose my head and start going back to something that I felt was unrealistic to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? You're asking me for... Of course, I'm not accepting it. Does that mean I'm not going to put all the excuses on something that I don't think was the main problem? Cedric has been playing well.
Yeah,
He's been playing well.
Exactly. He made one mistake.
Why is it all of a sudden now he made one mistake and then we're going to point the finger at him? Do you see what I'm saying? Listen, guys, we're actually dilly-dallying too much. Raul, Raul, how you doing, mate?
You can see all my arguments. You can see all my arguments today. I've never blamed the manager. I'm only blaming the club. You understand what I'm saying? Because before, I always have a go at the manager. I've never blamed the manager for once today. It's because the club is not doing, they're not giving him the tools. That is the way I'm seeing things now.
All right. Hey, Rahul, how you doing? Voice of Reason, Claude, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I just can't stay on for longer because of my voice.
That's fine, mate. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to get you quickly before I get Rahul then. How you doing? What do you feel about the game today, Claude? What's your take on it? Was it a manager's problem or the players?
Our play wasn't quick enough for a slow build-up. We were from the first minute. They got into us, scored the first goal. Bad error by Cedric. Holdings on the wrong, not close enough to the striker, and he's put it away. And after that, we were too slow in our build-ups. Too slow. No good, not good enough. Second half, we was more of the ball. We saw a lot of the ball. I thought his substitutions were very, very poor tonight. I think
what should he have done differently today?
I would have rather had someone like a Martinelli come on with a bit more enthusiasm than Aubameyang. I mean, Aubameyang's got no enthusiasm at the moment. I wouldn't have brought Willian on, that's for sure. I thought he was awful. I don't know why he's even anywhere near the squad at the moment. No, don't laugh. It's no laugh. It's no laugh.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I just agree with you I agree with you for once, right? I agree with you on that.
The penalty, I think, was a penalty, but I think why he hasn't given it, and the reason he's not given it is because Lacazette is also leaning into him. Maybe his fault is 50-50, you know what I'm saying? Because he's probably thinking of in a way that Lacazette is impeding him. I'm watching it again. But I'd have to look at that one again tonight.
But this is what we've talked about this before you came on, right?
Yeah.
The problem we have with that is if the letter of the law is going to be used word for word, right? That should be a penalty. However, I didn't really have a problem with that decision personally. Some people on this chat felt differently. I felt that it was an okay decision because it happens a lot. This is not the first time we've seen pulling of share. It happens a lot. However, if you're going to go down the letter of the law, word for word, then surely they should be looking at that as a penalty because let's be real. They did an analysis.
It depends how you look at it. I have to look at that one again.
They did the analysis, Claude. They did the analysis.
Is on impeding him as well. It might have been both tangling there. It's hard to see that again. I don't. Okay. There must be a reason why they haven't given it. I would have thought maybe that was the reason.
Peter Walton.
Apparently, and what I don't understand about this ruling, and apparently, if it's not clear and if it's what is it? It's the clear
and obvious. Yeah.
Right. If it's not clear or something like that, then they can't go to VAR or something. I don't know.
Okay, so let me just come in here quickly, right? Now you made that point about clear and obvious, right? Now your friend, well, he's not your friend, but you know what I'm talking about, Peter Walton. During the halftime, they did that analysis, and you could see Ferdinand trying to put Walton on the spot. He said they froze the frame, and we saw who pulled who first. They froze it in the middle. I don't know if you guys saw it. Any of you saw it? They froze it, and
Ferdinand was actually saying Lacazette is not pulling at all.
Exactly. Now they looked at it.
But
he was the one pulling Lacazette first.
The one with the goalkeeper.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
That's in the second half.
Oh, fine. Whatever the time is.
You said a half time. How can it be half time?
It's a mistake, Claude. Thank you very much for pointing that out.
No. I'm just wondering what incident you're talking about there.
I'm talking about the one that I'm talking about the Martinez one.
Yeah, go on.
It's the Martinez one I'm talking about.
Right.
So maybe we've been talking about something different entirely. So that Martinez one, right?
Because you said half time. What you said at half time.
Sorry. Apologies.
All right, go on.
Yeah, it's the Martinez one we're talking about, and that's one of the things that's been causing a lot of controversy, and that's one of the things that got Arteta fuming. You know, so it's always gonna be a big debate with these referees. And honestly, I don't want to spend my energy too much on referees today. Honestly speaking, I don't want to spend my energy.
I just don't want to talk about referees today, man.
But generally speaking, Claude, I know you would just want to do a quick one and go. Thanks a lot for coming on. So I'm just going to ask you this quickly. So, generally speaking, if we're going to our next game, I don't know who are we even playing our next game. I need to check that again. Can someone remind me? Oh shit.
Leeds.
Okay. So what's going to be your starting 11 for the next game? Do you think Pablo Mari is going to come back in to the team? Do you think Aubameyang is going to start?
He's got to play, isn't he? Murray's got to play. Probably Mari and maybe Gabriel. I don't know.
I don't think that can work. Left footers. I don't think that could work.
Well,
do you know? I have a problem with that two left footers because why is it okay for us to be able to use two right footers and not two left footers? This is what pisses me off.
I think we had two left footers when in the what you call it in when we were successful, weren't it? At once, a successful team. I'm sure we had two left footers playing centre half. Anyway, never mind. Even so, yeah, even right. So I wouldn't have Holding in. So
why is that?
I disagree. Totally disagree. Holden's been good. This is the problem. We're reacting again.
No, I don't know.
Holden has been one of the mainstay. Let's not forget about what he's done. Beginning of the season, he's been very good.
Yeah,
he's been very good. He's been winning all the headers, interceptions and all that, and he's got good partnership and understanding with. For me, the best partnership is Mari and Holden, in my opinion. Gabriel has been looking shaky. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What we got to do is bring Mari back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you bring him back and he's rusty and you make some mistake. I think it'll be blamed. Why did you bring him back? Because he hasn't played for 5 weeks and stuff. So.
Anyway, you asked me, and I'm telling you at the moment. I think Luis to me is a time bomb. He's a fucking time bomb, mate. He can have 3 games and then suddenly do something stupid, like he did on the other night. So I don't know. Otherwise, I thought today, generally, in that second half especially, why wasn't there was no drive? There was more. It was pass, rather than someone take player on and do you know what I'm saying? There was too much of this pass.
But don't you think? Don't you?
To the box. There was
don't you think that? Claude, don't you think the defenders of Aston Villa today, and this is a question for everyone, because I had what's his name, Darren Fletcher, the commentator, saying that we did not dribble a lot of the players, and I was like, he wants us to run our players, but if you look at the defending from Aston Villa today, they were doubling up on every single player in the defense. It was difficult to run up these people. It was difficult to dribble through these players because they had numbers. They had numbers. So I found it very difficult for us to be able to dribble away. You need to give credit to
even Jack Grealish was actually making a tackle today. Trust.
Yeah.
He was
going on about referees. There was three fouls that Bellerin done and not got 1 booking on Grealish. You see that this is what you're going about referees. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying?
But Grealish did like 2 or 3 tackles on Saka today too.
Yeah, I'm just saying the referee I thought was poor, very poor.
I agree.
But that's for both sides. I can't see why we're going on about that red card though in the first half. What was that all about? Because
I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one, man. Anyway, listen, Claude, thanks a lot for coming on.
I got a question quickly, Taddy. I got a question.
For who? For me or for Claude?
Do you think? Yeah, for you. But do you think that challenge on Saka, if it is David Luiz, do you think he's going to get sent off or not?
He probably will because of reputation.
Yeah.
Because of reputation. Then why can't they use that? Why can't they send that guy off then?
That's what we're saying. But that's what we're saying.
Yeah. Where is he's not the last man, is he?
You can argue that he was going to get ahead of this guy, although Cash or Target? One of the players was running back already. I'm coming across him.
It's not goal. It's not. I don't understand how you can compare it to the Luiz one. It's not a goal scoring opportunity.
No. We're not comparing to the Luiz one. The question he asked me was, if that was Luiz, would he have gotten a card? That's the question he was asking me.
He would have got a yellow card as well.
That's what I'm saying, because it's Luiz.
Where Luiz the other night is a red because he's right on goal, isn't he?
Yeah, but what I think the reason why Mosibo is asking me this question is, I think he's trying to understand what my thought is, and I'm just thinking, if that was because these referees, let's not forget from what Peter Walton said, these referees know each player. They know these players.
Yeah, but
they know these players.
That's how the human mind works, though, isn't it? If it's in
exactly,
your mind, that's how
exactly.
It's not that they do it deliberately. It's just it's in your mind. That's part of life, I'm afraid. It's like someone commits a murder 3 or 4 times. He's going to commit it 5, isn't he? So he's going to be a suspect, isn't he? So listen, it's it's in the human mind. That's how it works, I'm afraid.
No problem, mate.
For the goalkeeper, listen, the goalkeeper had a good game, didn't he? He played well, the goalkeeper.
He did.
Matt Ryan. He saved us in so many situations
really well.
today.
Considering he's not had his first time with new players, I thought we done really well. I just don't know why he brought Willian on. I don't know what he gives to her. I just don't understand.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's my only beef with Arteta today. On that one.
But let's be fair though. I'm gonna throw this in here.
I thought his substitutions were poor all round.
Hang on, Claude. I don't agree all his substitutions were poor, in my opinion. I don't, because whether we like it or not, Oba is always gonna be somewhere in that team because he's the captain. It's so difficult to drop him, even if as fans we don't want to see him start because he's been really, really poor, Aubameyang. I just feel because he's the captain, he's always gonna come in, and he's the best goal scorer in the squad, even if at all he's not been doing it. So Aubameyang is definitely gonna come in. The question is, has he done anything since he's been playing? Absolutely zero. He doesn't have any impact whatsoever.
I think there's too much going on in his world at the moment. I think he should be rested for a while. I think there's too much going on outside of football for him. I think that's not, and not just for him, just for the team as well. It don't help the team, and it doesn't help him. So I disagree with that. I don't think he should have come on, but we don't have that many. As you say, don't have these options are very short at the moment. We've got Nketiah, we've got to help us. I mean,
all right, Joel here is giving you a shout out. How are you doing, Claude? Big up, Claude. Tofa here. I thought it was a negative penalty because they both were toggling and pulling, but it could have been called a pen too. Listen, for me, I'm in between.
Today, what I don't understand, when we played Wolves in the first half, we moved the ball quicker. Today, it was slow. We're back to that slow.
Is it possible that these guys are tired, guys? And let me just ask if someone else this question, really.
Yeah.
Joe, Raul.
Yeah,
Raul, let me ask. Raul, you've been very quiet. Ben, I see you in the waiting room. I'm gonna get you in. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in. How are you doing, Raul? Sorry, we've kept you.
Anyway, boys, take care, everyone.
All right, talk to you, Claude. Talk to you later, Claude. Cheers, man. Thanks a lot for coming on. Cheers. Bye. Right. So, Raul, what was I even gonna ask you? What did you think about the first half performance of the team? Really, I mean, obviously, these guys were very slow for some weird reason. Do you think it had anything to? And I'm going to ask a very stupid question. Do you think it had anything to do with the time of the game, like 12:30 early kickoff?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. But what I want to say is I want to say I think the last match that we played, it was very heartbreaking for the players. So that shows today. When they were playing, the heart was there, but I think the mind was somewhere else, and they were not doing some.
Where could their mind? Where should their mind be?
I don't know.
On the freaking pitch.
They are using the social media like this is disgrace. This is not a raid, but we have to move on. They are professional players, and things happen like that. So they have to move on with that. And what I feel is the manager is doing something which he shouldn't. I think he's not doing much support on those things. Go and have a motivational talk with them. These things happen. Today, I seen after the match, he went to the referees and he was mute, standing. And in his post-match, he also didn't say anything like what he said. He's just mute. I don't want to share those things in the camera and all and blah blah.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Ben. How you doing, Ben? Can you hear us?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing, mate? What's good?
I'm doing okay after this result, but could have been better.
You know what? Yeah, just like I was telling people earlier on. Yeah, I'm not sure how Mossy Boy is taking this, but maybe I've already resigned to the fact that we're probably not gonna make. I did a post on my Instagram, and I said I'm fed up, and I think we're not gonna make Europa. That's it. We should just focus on the Europa League now and try to use that to get into Europe. But I don't think we can get into the Europe through the Premier League. So what do you think are the chances of Arsenal getting into the Europe? I'm going to ask you that. What do you think about the chances of Arsenal getting into Europe this season?
To be honest, I don't see any chances for us to get in Europe this year. Especially not through the league, because we're playing horrible. And you look at the upcoming games, I don't see us getting any results, to be honest. Especially with the way we're playing.
And it's quite funny that Aston Villa, I think they have 2 games in hand and they're still ahead of us, and then they beat us. So those guys are going to be further away from us.
It's unbelievable.
So where do you think it went wrong for us today then?
I just feel we don't have any identity. We don't know what we're doing. we're crossing the ball to Lacazette, who's not going to win in the air, to be honest. And I remember back in the day when we had Giroud, we never put in any crosses. But now our tactics are all over the place. I don't know. I don't feel like we have any identity. We don't know what to do with the ball, especially in the third part of the field. We don't know what to do. We have no ideas at all. So I'm really questioning Arteta and his tactics.
It's funny that you say that, because today there was one thing that pissed me off. Twice Bellerin did this, right? Bellerin was crossing the ball with only one Arsenal player in the box, and then you had like 4 defenders. And I was asking myself, are you that stupid?
I felt the same. I saw it as well, and I felt
you saw it, right?
It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No one was there.
You see no one there, and you crossed. There was no. I don't. Is this guy?
I don't rate Bellerin at all. To be honest, I don't rate him at all. I don't rate him at all. He's horrible. He's horrible in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's been here for so long.
Yeah, he's not going to get any better.
You should stick to modeling, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Modeling, exactly.
Diet and stuff.
That's what everyone. You should stick to modeling and stick to green. Is it green energy or what's the other thing that he's doing? I don't know what else the guy is doing.
Stuff when we win, but we never win. Especially not when you put in performances like him.
Yeah, and
like the standard for our club is so low at this point. It's just unbelievable. And even me, sometimes with the results, you just notice our standards are so low. It's so sad to see like our state of our club right now. It's like the worst. It's like depressing. It's very depressing.
I wouldn't go that far though. I do think there's a lot of green sheets for the future. Today was just one of them bad performances, but I think overall, we're going in the right direction. I think we should always look at the
overall picture.
The overall picture, not just react to one game. Because think about it, apart from today, we played well against Wolves, apart from the red card, and we played well against Man United. Today is our first bad performance of the year, really. Yeah. Minus the Southampton game. So let's not overreact today. And let's face it, we don't have a divine right to win football matches. I think sometimes we forget that. Look what's happened to Liverpool. They lost it at home to Brighton and Burnley. So these things can happen, and stuff. It was obviously a bit of lackluster performance, but overall, I think the club is going in the right direction, especially with the transfer.
Yeah, but what I want to say to what you just said is, for Liverpool is on the right side of the table, then Arsenal is on the wrong side of the table. If we keep losing like that, we keep going down. That is the thing. That is why Arsenal fans they cannot have patience. They want to go up the table. If we are on the right side of the table, nobody is going to complain.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's totally understandable as well. But you have to remember, this is probably the first time we're going to have an Arteta team, because there's still some of the Wenger boys still with Arsenal still. But by the end of when this season's finished and next season, then we have no excuse. This will be virtually an Arteta team that he wants to play. He's got the players that he wants them to do. So let's not lose hope. In fact, I will actually say this, and I don't know what the panel will say. I don't want him to qualify for Europe. If it's either Champions League or no European football.
You know what? I like what you just said, because personally, I've been saying this thing before. I think it's even better for us to focus on one thing.
Because definitely.
And get our head. Look at what happened to Chelsea. It's better. Let's just focus on one thing and get our head straight. Because this squad is not big enough. It's not deep enough to be able to handle. All the competitions. This is what I think, really. And it's going to a point now that I just feel we still need one more window in the summer to be able to get rid of some of these players. And I'm just praying, because I don't know the relationship Arteta had with Bellerin when they were playing together. But I think, and this is just one thing.
What I want us to remember as well. This is Arsenal Football Club as well, if you understand what I'm saying. So if you're saying that we don't have a big enough squad to compete in every single competition, we need to remember this is Arsenal Football Club. If you understand what I'm saying. So
Arsenal Football Club now.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't be realistic, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's Arsenal Football Club now, not Arsenal Football Club of 2004.
Yeah. That doesn't mean we have to be realistic. Let me run through this. I want us to get into player ratings now. We're 54 minutes in. Let's just run through these comments quickly. And then we're gonna get into player ratings quickly. So Sentiment FC, man, Mertesacker and Koscielny, 2 right footers. Listen, I think I agree with you on that. I think we talked about that already. And let's go back to the time of Inter Milan, right? Sorry, hang on a minute, Joe. Hang on a minute, Joe. Let's go back to the time of Inter Milan. I remember very well they had 2 left footers back in the days of the likes of Stankovic when they were playing long time ago. I don't know how old most of you are on here, but they used to have a lot of left footers in the team, and it worked for them. You know, Joe, you were gonna say something.
Tade, man, Mossy boy, we need to find William too. He's another one on the list. We need to find William, and we need to beat him up.
I agree with you too. Yeah.
Look,
you remember we're still looking for that referee.
We're still looking for him.
On this stream, there is no violence. Please say no to violence. There ain't no beating nobody here. Because if something should happen to that guy, they're gonna come back. You know, this is gonna be recorded.
Social media now, vibing everybody now. You say the wrong thing, so you gotta be careful these days.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
So Sentiment FC is saying the time you're looking for is unconscious bias. Yeah, I think he was talking about what Claude was saying earlier about the referees giving giving because of reputation and all that, which is one of the things I hate. I want people to be objective when they as a referee. Yeah, I understand the human angle comes in, but your job is to be able to get rid of those subjective things and be more objective, and that's one of the reasons VAR has come in. Yeah. VAR has come in to be able to cut out subjectivity.
That's a good point.
And bringing objectivity out. Unfortunately, the subjectivity is overshadowing the objectivity, which is weird. Weird. It's really stupid, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys feel about that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Because remember, you can't do nothing. You can't really do nothing about unconscious bias, because we all have them to some degree. If we have to be honest with ourselves, this is what VAR is there for. So if a referee does make an unconscious bias decision in the heat of the moment, and let's face it, if I had seen that as a referee when David Luiz, the Wolves player, down, I'll probably say that's a red card. But this is where VAR should come in and say, no, it's not, and obviously rescind it. But hey, what do we know? We're just fans here.
Okay. Quickly. I want us to get into player ratings quickly. Hey, Cruz Banter, how you doing, mate? I think I noticed you last night. Yeah, thanks for coming on again. Most of the time, the spare players in the modern game are the fullbacks. Yeah, they are the spare players are the fullbacks. But he's talking about the cross now, about Bellerin. The fact that they're the spare players simply means they have a little bit more time, and they should have a little bit more sense in making their decision making. Because when you have space and time on the football pitch, that means you have more time to make your decisions a bit better. That's the reality of the situation. However, the problem I have with the likes of Bellerin is his decision making is very poor, and the quality of his crosses are very, very poor. If you go back to the likes of Sagna, by the way, Sagna, in my opinion, dropped down a little bit in his quality. But when he came into Arsenal, if you guys remember, he was whipping in those crosses. They were really good the first season. A few seasons later, he just went down on a spiral. However, it goes back to what I was saying. Every fullback should be able to improve on the quality of the deliveries. The reason why Liverpool are winning games, and while the likes of Robertson and the likes of what's the other guy's name? Trent Alexander-Arnold are having assists. It's not because they're just whipping in the ball blindly. Exactly. I believe they are whipping in the ball with a little bit of sense and brains upstairs and looking at the players' runs and delivering it to the right man. Not just whipping it across because your manager told you to whip it across. No.
Well, Tade, I told you before that Arsenal has got the worst right back in the league already. So we don't need to...
Is it the worst?
For that guy to sit here at the club with the transfer window, I'm a bit surprised.
Is that Ben said it's horrible? Jesus,
it's horrible. You know what you need to understand? The guy has been so long at our club as well. I think some people still think he's a kid, like the old Bellerin that came through, like when Wenger was still our manager.
Well, he's still a kid.
Guys are 25. 25 is not a kid in my opinion anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age.
No, he's 25.
25 is not a kid anymore, in my opinion. I mean, look how many appearances he had for Arsenal. That's when you really start to realize this guy has literally done nothing. In my opinion, he's done nothing. He's way too soft. I just don't know. And when he crosses the ball, there's no idea behind it. That's my whole point with him. Like when we were talking about, there was 4 like defenders in the box, and there was 1 player of ours in the box, and he's just crossing it with no idea at all.
Yeah.
That's my whole point with Bellerin.
Yeah. Do you think it's a red herring since he became vegan that his performances have gone down? Is there any coincidence on that?
Nah, I'm a vegan as well. I'm a vegan as well.
Exactly. Akuma, do you need me to give you a knock on the head? What, bruh? No. Look, let me see. Listen, the fact that is even that makes him even a little bit less weightless a little bit. Let's be very honest here, Bellerin, and I want you guys in the chat to tell me what you guys feel about Bellerin. For me, right from day one, and I don't want people to think I'm just thinking retrospective. No, I right from day one. The only reason that guy got into the team was because Debuchy had injury. And when Debuchy got injured, remember we bought Debuchy from Newcastle. Debuchy came in and he was looking better, and then he got injured. And Bellerin has always been pace with no quality, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Pace has always been. Say that again. Sorry.
Now his pace is gone as well because he's not.
Now the pace is gone. He's now being found out.
Yeah, it's so easy. He's just not good enough.
It reminds me of Theo Walcott. When Theo Walcott was running the tracks. He was just running the tracks. You know what I mean? Anyway, I keep saying we're going to get into player ratings because I want all of you to participate in the player ratings. So quickly, I'm just going to run through these comments quickly. Joanne AFC, big up to you yourself, man. Thanks a lot for coming on. Thanks a lot for commenting. If this is the first time here, please subscribe. If you're passing through, subscribe. If you're just going to watch for 1 minute, subscribe. If you're just going to smell, subscribe. I want you to subscribe. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now, Cedric is a right back. Not a left back. I don't rate Kolasinac, but sold our backup left back. Did not sign a backup left back. Knowing Tony is injury prone. Well, we didn't know he's injury prone, by the way. However, this is Mossy Boy. I know Mossy Boy is going to be happy that this guy said this. But listen, we talked about this already.
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, that the club should have got like a backup left back. That's the only thing I'm asking for. That's all.
I'm on the same page as him, to be honest.
Oh, that's fine, mate. That's fine. I mean, we'll get to the ratings where you guys can bastardize Cedric if you want. So far, I really hope we bring in a striker, right back, and Calm. How many Calms? Yeah, we should be able to bring a Calm. I still want Mbundia, by the way. I hope we can get him. I really hope we can get him. Sentiments, we have depth. Today, we don't have quality in depth. This guy is picking my words out of my mouth, man.
That's right.
I've said that in the past. I know what he's trying to do there. He's literally trying to. Do you know what? There are a few comments here. I'm going to look at these comments in a few, man. But let's just go to the player ratings quickly. Because if I keep looking at these comments now, we wouldn't start this. Let's get into the player ratings quickly. How am I going to... Okay. All right, people. We're going to start with your captain. And I'm going to start with Akuma.
Yeah, 5 for me.
Akuma...
5.
You didn't even waste time. You just gave him 5 straight up. Freaking hell, man. All right, you're gonna give him 5. Is there a particular reason why you're gonna give him 5? Because I would have given him a bit lesser than that.
Like I said, he was meant to come on to have an impact. In fact, he actually gave the ball away that nearly cost us the goal. If you remember in the second half. So yeah, 5 for me.
So you're sticking with your 5. Okay. There's so many people on the stream now. I would have wanted everyone to give their opinion on Aubameyang. Just quickly. No, not too much talking, right? Do you agree with this rating?
No, I think it should be a 4, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have given it 4 anyway.
You know what? For once, I agree with you, Mr. Boy. I would have given him a 4 as well. So it simply means you were being generous. You were being generous. Yeah, he's an idiot that joined. Let me ban him.
Yeah, that's a weirdo.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I like putting videos on normally. Because this has happened before past. All you guys are always hiding behind. I'm not even gonna start with you guys. Anyway, William, Mossy Boy, William, what's your rating for William? And be objective now, not about his,
No, I'm gonna give him 3.
Huh?
I'm just being generous. 3.
You give him 3. But he didn't even have enough time to impact the game. Yeah. He came in the 70-something minutes. So why didn't you give him the standard 5 that you always give people that are substitutes? Is it because you don't like him?
No. It's not like I don't like it. It doesn't make any. Well, he came on, but it doesn't no impact, nothing.
So that's
He
the reason why
actually
you
gave
give
the
him.
ball away that he nearly lost. Yeah, I'm
Really?
gonna give him. I'm not changing. I'm gonna give him 3. Yes.
Wow. And you guys, just remind me not to offend any of you on this chat, man. Just remind me not to offend any of you. Anyway, Pepe. Pepe, I think I'm gonna give this to Raul. Pepe, what are you gonna rate Pepe?
5. I think Pepe is a very hard player to analyze. I don't know what to say.
Say
It
that again. Say that again.
performance.
Can you say that
I'm
again,
saying
please?
that Pepe is very hard player to analyze. Like what he's doing in 2-3 matches, he was very perfect. He was flying. Now sudden there's a dip in form. I really don't know what to like. It's 5. 5 is maximum for him.
Okay. I mean, do you guys agree with that?
I think that's a bit harsh. I'll probably give him just 6 because if anyone was looking dangerous, it probably was Pepe. But 6.
Yeah, but I didn't agree with that. I will stick to that 5 because I know he's trying to make things happen, but we lost the game. I will give him 5 still.
Okay. So okay. Just personally, I will give him a 5, and the simple reason I'm gonna give him a 5 is because I felt, yes, I agree with you, Akuma. He created most of the chances, but a couple of those chances he should have made better decisions, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There were some times that, and there was one he tried to curl in the ball, similar to what he did in Wolves. It didn't work out. But there were times that you find out that there were 2 players. There was a time that he had the ball, Lacazette was free, he didn't give him. There was a time that Gabriel was free, and he went for the shot. Maybe you should have done a bit better in those circumstances, in my opinion. So I'll probably just stick to the 5, really. I'll stick to the 5, in my opinion. Ben. Who's the next player? Luis didn't play. Cedric. What would you rate Cedric today?
I find it hard to judge him, because it's not his normal position, first of all. So I don't think we should be really hard on him or harsh. I would just give him it has to be a 5 or 4, maybe even, to be honest. Because I really like Cedric, to be honest. Not really like him, but I think he does the job for us. And especially when he's on the right, he crosses the ball, at least better than Bellerin. I think he should always play ahead of Bellerin. So I think I should give him a 5, I think.
You give him a 5? Even in spite of the fact that he was the main cause of the goal? And I'm not being horrible. I'm not being horrible now. I'm just being objective.
But Tade, I won't pick him up on that one because that's not his right position. That is bound to happen.
But who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I
think
but who cares though? Who cares about that?
Because he cost us the goal. That's why.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares about whether
it's not like he's
the question
right back or left back.
Because
you have to get a simple football brain. It was like a simple thing. You have to be very sharp. It's not like you have to be right back or left back. That thing that happened.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
The thing that happened just when that ball went to the goal. It doesn't matter like if he's a right back or left back. You have to have a football brain. You don't give.
That's
you have
point,
to. You have to get a football brain. You have to be sharp in the Premier League, the toughest league in the world, man. You have to be sharp. One silly mistake and gone.
Okay. So okay, no problem. So quickly, so you're gonna stick with 5, yeah?
Nah, we have to go with the 4. I think we have to go for the 4.
All right. So I hear what everyone is saying. I think everyone has a valid argument about this. In my opinion, right, he made an error, right, and that error led to a goal. So for me, I think 4 is fair, right?
Yeah. I think
However, the pass he made was. The only problem with that pass was the weight on the pass wasn't enough. That was the major difference. I understood what he was trying to do. He was putting in a place which was far away from the 18-yard box. Gabriel probably should have moved out a little bit. However, Gabriel didn't. So he should have seen where Gabriel was before making that decision. And then the weight of the pass was not good enough. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We'll move. Leno did not play today. Rusan did not play today. Lacazette. I'm going to do the rating for Lacazette quickly. Lacazette today, there was a time when he was supposed to release a pass quickly to Saka, I'm in between whether it was execution that was really poor or Tyrone Mings was really good with the way he stuck his leg out and stopped that pass from getting to Saka. Apart from that, I didn't really see him enough today, in my opinion. I felt Aston Villa were very, very good. They were very good. And there's a reason why we seem to forget they have the second best defense just before us in the league. They have the second best defense. Man City has the best defense in terms of goals conceded. So it's no fluke. It's no fluke. They've been really good this season, Aston Villa defensively. Tyrone Mings has been their standout player. So if you are going to be having one man to spearhead the attack against this team, it is such a difficult job. For anyone to be able to break down that defense, you need someone like Grealish that can take on players. And it was so difficult for him today. It was so difficult.
He managed to do it.
Yeah, but today he didn't do anything. I don't see any attempts of goal from him. And this is not me just having a go at him, but I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4. He didn't do anything that impressed me today, personally. Okay, Smith Rowe. This is for you, Akuma.
Yeah.
What would you rate Smith Rowe today?
Yeah, I thought he looked tired today, so I think he probably a 5.
A 5? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you're generous, though. I think you're generous. What do you guys think about that?
But to me, I'm gonna give him 4 today because it's not his link-up play is not as good as what it used to be, and he's not making things happening. So all those running in the channel in the pocket is not really doing that a lot today. So that's why I'm gonna give him 4 anyway.
I agree.
Okay. This is just someone here saying, how could you not blame? I think he's talking about hey GK, big up to you, man. I think he's talking about the Cedric thing. How can you not blame him? All he had to do was play accurate pass, and Cedric never even looks to see who was passing the ball to. I think I agree with you on that. Cruz banter, no knock on the head, say no to violence. Do you know what? That's an irony. I said say no to violence, and I was gonna knock Akuma's head. Jesus Christ. This guy actually got me on there, man. He actually got me on there. Anyway, what's the rating for this guy again? You say you give him a 5?
Yeah, 5 for me.
I wish I could overrule that. I would have given him a 4 if it was me.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're in the chat right now, you're doing player ratings, please and please and please. There's a link right there. I want you guys to do the player ratings. With these same player ratings we're doing right now, you can do it yourself. All you need to do is click on the link. It's right there in the chat. Click on the link, or you can just go to the descriptions. There's a link there. Click on it and do the player ratings. And I'm just going to analyze the averages as soon as we finish. Please and please and please help me do it, and I can see the responses. Yeah? Thank you very much. Who's the next player on here? Shaka. I want to see what you have to say about Shaka, Mossy boy.
3.
I thought it was.
Xhaka, to me, he hasn't done anything wrong. It's just Xhaka is Xhaka. He just do what he does every game anyway. So, I'll probably give him because he's not making. It doesn't really make things happen anyway. I would probably.
Do you think so?
5.
Okay. Do you guys agree? Because I already disagree with Mossy boy. He said something there that I disagree with, but I'm gonna keep it till last. What do you guys feel about Shaka?
There's no point even talking. I thought you said in general.
Yeah, I think this
it's
is
just
be objective about the. No, I mean, today's game.
I think with Xhaka, it's more of a case of it's the unconscious bias thing. Because he has a reputation, he needs to have, even if he has 10 good games, if he has one good but one bad game, we literally want him out of the club. So, but I thought Xhaka was good today. Actually, I thought he probably was I'll probably give him a 6.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
Any other person?
Xhaka is just he's good for Xhaka standards, But I've never seen Xhaka with a great game. It's just always on Xhaka's level. He never goes above it. So for me,
you think so?
Yeah. I don't rate him at all. It's way too slow. I think he's way too slow with his decisions, and he makes too many mistakes. He has some decent games, but it's just like a 7. But never a very good game, in my opinion. I don't rate him.
Okay. Any other person telling me anything about him today? Okay. This is my take. This is my take on Xhaka. Say that again.
His free kick, the free kick that he took was a good one. So, but there was some error from his side, so I will get him 5 maximum. missed passes.
Okay, so here's my take on Xhaka, right? I'm going to talk about him generally, right? We're still going to stick to your rating because you did the rating, Mossy Boy, even if I didn't agree with it.
Yeah.
My general take on Xhaka, yeah, as a player, right? Just like you guys have rightly said, Xhaka for me is someone that his reputation precedes him, right? And I think we need an excellent performance from him to be able to see what he adds to the team. Now, in today's game, right? Amongst all the midfielders today, do you know that Xhaka was the only person that gave the most incisive passes today through balls to players? He gave about 4 of them, and there was another one he gave to
that's
Pepe.
why I said Xhaka is Xhaka. He does what he does anyway. So,
but he doesn't do that all the time. This is why I said I didn't agree with you, because he doesn't do that all the time, and he gave a lot of incisive forward passes today, and it was the one he gave to Pepe. Maybe you guys cannot remember the one that Pepe, he was like up through above the players. That was from Xhaka. So it's very, I think for me, I think we focus more on the bad of Xhaka, and because we focus so much on the bad, we don't seem to look at the good.
We're not focusing on the bad. One thing I do need to let you understand is we lost the game, and no player, any player that get over 5, then what is the point? We lost the game. Xhaka is 5. He doesn't do anything more than 5.
So does that mean Matt Ryan will get a 5 then? Because going by your standards, you're gonna tell me that Matt Ryan is gonna. That's what you just said. I'm using.
If I get to Matt Ryan, he won't get more than 5. We lost the game.
Okay, that simply means your standards are very low. Your standards are low. Sorry, your standards are too high, rather.
Pretty harsh, mate.
Yeah.
All right, so Toffa here says Bellerin. I've actually forgotten about. Let's talk about Xhaka. So you're sticking to your 5 for Xhaka, right? No problem.
Yeah.
What about Saka? Saka, this is for you, Raul.
Probably 6. He didn't have a good game, but he was there.
I think Mossy Boy is gonna fight you. Because,
I'm not gonna fight him, but it's just Saka doesn't do well. What I saw today with him is like nothing come up. All his corner kick is just not good enough. It doesn't, normally if Xhaka is holding the ball, every Arsenal fan knows it's going to make things happen, but nothing is happening at all today.
Do you know what? I agree with you about the corner kicks. He only had one very good corner kick today, one that eluded all the players. Most of his corner kicks, to me, I'm not really impressed. Saka is my boy, no doubt. But I'm not impressed with his corner kick. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. So I don't know what you guys feel. But listen, we'll stick to your 6 for him, right? We'll stick to your 6. I'll start overruling some of these things very soon. Oh, Bellerin, this falls nicely to you, Ben. Nicely. Your favorite player.
My favorite player all time of Arsenal, Bellerin. I have to give him a 3. He's just too poor for Arsenal.
Jesus Christ, a 3?
He's so poor.
Freaking hell, man. Guys, man.
When are we going to see a good Bellerin performance? Like a really good performance for a few games as well, like consistency. Like we talked about, the stupid decisions, it's just unbelievable. There's no one. I used to play a lot of football, and even I wouldn't do that. Like at the amateur level, I wouldn't even do that. There's no one in the box. You could just go for another decision, go back, start a new attack, pass the ball around. And we don't even have Giroud there or Bentner. So what's the point of crossing? This guy, he's done. He's done.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
He's our captain. He's a captain as well.
That guy is not a captain material one bit, man, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's because of
what one leader, though.
You know what baffles me is the fact that he's a leader.
If Bellerin fought to me, I would have given him a 4.
4?
You see, you are a Confucianist, Mossy Boy. You are a Confucianist because I don't understand which one. What? Tell me, why would you? Okay, what is your reason for giving him a 4?
Well, the only thing that he doesn't do properly today is just cross. At least he defended well, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what? Yeah, fair point. Yeah, fair point. Fair point. I take it back. Fair point. Toffa here, the reason I was laughing was because of what Toffa here says, yeah? Toffa here says Bellerin passed it to a Villa right back directly from 5 feet away today.
It's unbelievable.
That sums up Bellerin. I think I remember the pass you're talking about. Was it that pass? I think this was the pass that he was going to give to Saka. There was a time he was going to give a pass to Saka, and then he literally passed it to the defender.
Yeah, it was that one, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So passing, I believe when he joined us, had a 70% passing accuracy. So that's maybe why he doesn't start. Although I think he offers more than Bellerin. I'm not sure who you're talking about here. But anyway, so okay, let's get back to Bellerin. So Bellerin, give him a 3, yeah? Rob Holding. Yeah. I'm gonna do Rob Holding. I felt, first and foremost, I'm just gonna be very objective. Obviously we conceded 1 goal. I don't think it was extra outstanding today because Watkins today had so many attempts. I think he had about 3 attempts on goal today. It was quite difficult to contain the likes of Barkley at some point, the likes of Grealish and even Watkins. He had a very torrid day today. Although there was a time when he went into the attack, it was looking like prime Piqué. I don't know what he was doing in the attack, doing some footwork. I don't know if you guys can remember, and he was initiating an attack in the 18-yard box. So, but at the end of the day, right, we kind of lost the game and by 1 goal. And it's difficult for me not to give him a 5. I wouldn't give him a 4 because I didn't really see him do any outright errors or do any outright stupid things today. I don't know. I probably will give him a 5. I don't know what you guys think about that. What do you guys think? Except I'm talking rubbish.
I would agree, to be honest.
Probably a 6.
I would just give him a standard 5 anyway.
You see, this is what I've noticed, right? This is what I've noticed. You know, by me doing these player ratings here, I know who is over generous and who isn't, and I can tell that Akuma, you are very generous from the way you've been rating players these days. You are quite generous. I swear to God, you're generous, man. You're generous. Anyway,
maybe it's my first week with your show, so I'm trying to play nice. Maybe a couple of weeks I'll turn into lead judges.
All right, Gabriel, this falls nicely to you. Akuma. Gabriel, why are you gonna rate him?
Like I said, no obvious error. So same as Holding. If I gave Holding 6, I'll give Gabriel 6. Because remember, he cleared the shot off the line as well.
Yeah.
In the second half. So standard 6.
So this is my theory, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think, right, that he should have made that option, that good option for Cedric when Cedric passed back? Because Cedric passed it away from the 18-yard box with the expectation, right, that Gabriel should have come out instead of staying in the 18-yard box. What do you guys think about that? Because it takes 2 people. Sometimes it takes 2 people to make a mistake if they're not on the same wavelength. Yeah. Cedric passed it out towards the left-hand side, away from the 18-yard box, which is a safer area, but he didn't put enough power on it. Do you think maybe Gabriel should have done it better in understanding what needed to be done and the position he needs to stay? Or was it just outright Cedric that made that error?
There should be better communications. If you're going to do that, at least speak to him. Be vocal about it where you're going to place it. So,
but you can't. But how can you be vocal when it takes split seconds? You were under challenge and you just wanted to pass the ball quickly.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you can blame him, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Anyway, quickly, party. Let's run through this quickly. I need to go and eat, man. I'm hungry. Mossy boy, Thomas Pye, quickly.
Party, 5 for me.
Okay, 5. Any other thing?
I'll give it 5. Yeah.
Okay. Nobody is challenging that.
Nope.
Well, no.
Okay.
No,
going once, going twice.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. Good. I think everyone is in agreement. My boy. Do you know what?
We've got to do Matt Ryan first before we do Arteta.
Yeah, let's do Matt Ryan before Arteta. Actually, we have some few players here.
Yeah.
That's the wrong coach. That's the wrong referee. I put the wrong referee here. Sorry. Anyway, Matt Ryan. This is for you, Rahul. Matt Ryan, quickly.
7.
The goalkeeper.
He was good.
You give him a 7.
He was good.
Okay.
Yes.
Is everyone in agreement with that?
No, I'll give him an 8, man. As a fellow goalkeeper,
To be honest.
That's the bias.
Yeah.
That's a goalkeeper's bias now.
Probably. Well, but we get to pick anyway, so I've got to stick up for my goalkeeper. So, and the fact that it was his first game for Arsenal, he's an Arsenal fan, and he would have been nervous as well. He played well, so I'll give him an 8.
Is everyone in agreement with 7 or 8?
Yeah, I don't mind giving him an 8, to be honest. His first game, completely new team. I think he done very well, to be honest. So.
Okay, cool. GK here says, did you guys hear about the fans leaving 1-star reviews on Williams restaurants?
Oh,
What the hell, man? It's just football. It's football. Come on. No. This is not nice. I'm honestly, yeah. Do you know? No. This is another form. This is another form of abuse, though. This is another form of abuse. I'm not even lying.
It's too much. It's way too much.
I'm not even lying. This is another form of abuse. Come on, man. Come on. No. If this is true, yeah, then I don't know. It's funny, you know, but
in reality, it isn't. To be honest, you just ruin his business, you know,
because of football. Nah, man. Someone else says Bellerin is the regular on weeds. Jesus Christ.
That's not weed. That's not weed.
Leon Chordo. Is it Leon Chordo? Where are you from, man? Leon Chordo, man. You're wicked, man. You're wicked. You're wicked, man. I swear.
Crazy.
I swear. Anyway, let's run through this quickly. This comment section, I need to run through them. They're funny, man. Some funny things going on there. Odegaard. This is for you, Ben.
I think he done all right, but nothing special. But I think I would give him a 6 instead of a 5, to be honest.
Even with that chance he missed.
Yeah, it was horrible though.
It wasn't a clear-cut chance, obviously, but
no,
he kicked it
on target. Yeah, should hit it on target, but still, I think I would give him a 6, to be honest.
A 6?
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Are you guys in agreement with that? A 6 for Odegaard?
How did Odegaard get 6?
What did he done wrong, in my opinion? Only the one chance. Okay, he should have hit it on target, but I don't think he didn't have enough time to make an impact or anything.
But the thing you need to understand is he doesn't have enough time to do what he needs to do. He got one chance. We lost the game. He doesn't come in to take impact in the game at all, and you're giving him 6. How?
Compared to the other players' performance, I still give him a 6, and I stand on it. To be honest.
To be honest with you, yeah, I'm leaning a bit towards 5. However, 5-6 is very close, and I felt that Odegaard, for me, he seemed exciting. He seemed exciting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Exciting. He seemed like he added a bit more help to the attack. However, did he score? Did he assist? No. So objectivity comes into play here. So personally, I would have given him a 5 if it was me. But 5 Odegaard
5 is enough.
I mean, like I said, player ratings is a very subjective thing. Let's be honest. It's a very subjective thing. People have different ratings and scale that they use to rate players. Someone here gave him a 7. I think Leon again. Leon gives him a 7. Tofaya gives him a 5. You see, everyone is throwing things left, right, and center. Someone here gave him India. I don't know what India is doing here. But yeah, Matt Ryan here. Leon gives him an 8. Different people just throwing different things, out there, and it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna give everyone the opportunity to read the final one and only this guy. So I'm gonna start with you, Akuma.
Yeah.
What would you rate Arteta? And we're gonna look for the average. I'm gonna do the average for this.
Yeah.
And then that's what I'm gonna put in.
It's a tough one today because I don't think tactically he did anything wrong per se. I think it was just execution. So he started the team he started with was the team I probably would have started with. Mine was maybe Smith Rowe. I probably would have put Martin in. Odegaard in. But overall, maybe a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mossy boy, you?
Yeah,
I'm
but
waiting for the
overall
3 or 4.
for me, Arteta is 5.
Okay.
5 for me today because I'm not gonna blame him for the loss today. That's why, and the only one change or 2 changes that came on is the goalkeeper and Luis. So the tactics is set up is is perfect. It's just the one stupid mistake from the defense, and we concede. So it's not his fault. So yeah, I will give him a 5.
You know, it's funny that you said that. I'm gonna get to you, Raul. It's funny that you said that because I was saying it earlier that do you guys know that on my fantasy, right? I went to buy Holding because I thought we were gonna have a clean sheet today, and then Watkins I put on the bench. That is the smartest, dumbest decision I've ever made.
You wouldn't want Watkins to score against us prior to the game. You have to remember your thinking.
Yeah, but I knew he scored 2 goals against us, but with the form we're in, both of us had very good defense.
I think it was a good judgment at the end of the day.
Yeah,
if you look at that trend,
but one thing I want to say, guys, one thing I want to say is I don't know why any professional footballer that support Arsenal as a child or any professional footballer that left Arsenal come back to play against us, they try to kind of be on top of their game. Look at Martinez today, and look at the Aston Villa striker. He's an Arsenal fan, and he scored against us. Every time it happens, every time things like that, they kind of be on top of their game. Why?
I think we're cursed. It's as simple as that. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, quickly. Raul, what would you rate Arteta today?
I will give him 4, and this is 4 because we needed Martinelli, but he brought Willian. I don't know. In his contract, there is a clause like you have to play every game.
Probably.
At least 5 minutes or what. I don't know. 4.
Probably. So we have 6, 5, and 4. Ben, you are going to be
I'm giving
the decider.
I'm giving Arteta a 4 as well because I don't see any tactics, to be honest. Crossing the ball is our new tactic. So the substitution, Willian, again, doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's a 4 for me.
Okay, so we've got 6, 5, 4, 4. So that means we're probably, if my mathematics is right, that means we're probably going to be getting 4 points, almost a 5, between a 4 and a 5 somewhere.
Yeah.
4 point something. So I think based on, I'm not going to rate him. I'm just going to leave the rating you got, the average. So I'm going to choose, I don't have a 4 point something here. So I'm just going to give him I don't know what you guys think. I'm tempted to give him a 4 based on the average here. I'll give him a 4.
Yep.
Yeah, based on the average. So you guys have decided. All right, cool. That's done. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna do the average quickly, and then we're gonna end the show because I'm hungry, people. I don't know about you, man. I'm hungry.
Same.
I need to eat. I want us to finish this up quickly. If you're in the chat, I'm gonna be going straight into the average now. Please, if you have not done it, please do it. I hope people responded to this though, because I can see a lot of people doing it right there in the chats. I don't know if they actually went in. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put it on the screen now, quickly. Someone seems to be eating there, and you know I'm hungry, and then you decide to be pushing the plates right, left, and center there. Someone is eating. Who is that person?
It's not me. I'm cooking though. I'm not eating.
Don't worry, Tade. I'm gonna be eating rice and a goosey soup later.
Oh.
You guys need to be careful, man. You guys need to be careful, man. I'm hungry, man. It's not nice, man. I'm hungry, and you guys are doing this, man. What the hell? Anyway, let's look at this quickly, yeah? Whoa. Aubameyang has 3.8. Wow. Who rated Aubameyang here?
Online. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Right. So you did, and you rated him what? You gave him a 5, I think?
I think I gave him a 5. Yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that the general consensus is way below what you gave him. So 3.8. William! No. Look at William, 2.8. Come on, man. Come on. This is even more. You gave him a 3. This is even more than the rating. This is even more than the rating that they gave to his restaurant. Man. No. Okay, Pepe here. Pepe has a 5. So obviously, I think almost everyone is in agreement with that. That's spot on 5 for Pepe. Cedric gets a 3.6. Wow.
They're blinded by the mistake. That's why.
Yeah.
But isn't that how you have to rate, though? Being objective about what led to the goal.
Yeah, okay, so that's what's probably let me. That's what's happened.
3.6. And then Lacazette here gets a 3.8. I think we give him. I give him a 4. I was the one that rated him. I give him a 4. That means I was a bit generous, which is it's close enough, anyways. And then Emil Smith-Rowe here gets a 4.2. I think Emil Smith-Rowe here on this
deserve more than 5.
Who rated him? I can't remember now. I can't remember who rated him.
I gave him 5.
You give him a 5. You see, I told you you're generous. You see, I told you you're generous. Okay, Xhaka here gets a 5.4. Above what we rated him.
Yeah, I gave
Saka gets a 5.
Yeah, I gave him a 5.
Yeah, so some people thought maybe he could have gotten a 6. Bellerin here gets a 3.4.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Who else? Rob Holding here gets a 4.8.
That's harsh.
That's harsh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I rated him. I think I gave him a 5. So it's not really far from what I rated him, to be honest with you. Gabriel here gets a 5.25. Interesting. Thomas Partey here gets a 5.4, and someone here rated him a 4, I think, or was it a 5? I think it was a 5 who rated him. So that's almost close. Then Arteta gets a 3.6. These guys are not forgiving, man.
Look at Matt Ryan's one.
Well, we gave him a 4. We gave him a 4.
Matt Ryan, I mean.
Matt Ryan gets a 6.8. That simply means a lot of people felt a little bit different from what you rated. You were gonna give him an 8, for God's sake. We considered one goal. Odegaard here gets a 5.6. Interesting.
Okay,
the referee.
I need to run. I need to shoot now. Okay.
That's fine. Before the police catches you, I can hear the
Okay,
police.
we talk later, right?
Yeah, sure. We're finishing now, anyways. We're finishing now.
Nice one, brother.
Listen, guys.
Take it easy. All right, cool.
Gents, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I really do. Thanks a lot for coming to share your opinions about the game. It's always good to hear from a different perspective and not just me ranting and talking nonsense as I usually talk. So, thanks a lot for coming on. I guess I'll be speaking to you guys pretty soon, hopefully. Maybe the next game. Yeah. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Clearly.
Akuma, thanks a lot for coming on. I appreciate
you too, guys. Thanks, guys. You take care.
All right, man. Mossy boy, talk to you later. Ben.
Yes, thank you.
Talk to you later. All right, man. Take care, guys. Right. That was an interesting panel. We had Rahul, Mossy boy. We had Ben. We had Gio earlier, but he ran away. I don't know where he ran to. All these Americans. That was a joke, by the way. We had Akuma on there as well. And who else am I missing out? I think that's about it, really. And shout out to every single person on here. I really, really appreciate you guys coming on. And the guys that have commented as well. Leon Chodo, how are you doing? Arsenal have only one plan, crossing into the box where there are no takers. And Arteta has no plan B. I think Arteta has a plan B, in my opinion, because he was able to change the game. Well, not change the game, sorry. He was able to change the tactics. He got back on to a left and brought in Odegaard, and we had Emil Smith-Rowe. It really showed he was trying to attack, in my opinion. But the question is, the personnel, are they doing what he's asked them to do? Are they crossing the ball correctly? Are they executing the plan properly? You know, there's always a plan, but then there's an execution. So the plan is for the manager to do. The execution is for the players to carry out. So if they're not executing it very well, it's very difficult, don't you think? In my opinion, someone like Bellerin needs to really, really just do full-time fashion. That's what he needs to do. He needs to do full-time fashion. Arteta is unlucky to have players like this. Can't do much. 6, yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that. Tough at 4 because Martinelli should be getting in over Willian every day. I think you're talking about Arteta. Jesse B, you know what to describe today's performance? Poor, except Ryan and Odegaard. When he came on this game, summed up our season. Poor Europa League is the only hope left. Arteta got big decisions to make. Listen, for me, he made a big decision today to drop Oba. He did. I'm happy that I dropped Oba because Pepe deserved to start. He gave a lovely pass through ball to Pepe. I haven't seen such vision in Arsenal team for so long. I think you're talking about Xhaka or maybe Odegaard. I'm not even sure anymore. Listen, people, I really appreciate you guys coming on. These are all player ratings. Berezin is so high. Hey, Relentless Football, how you doing, mate? Holding gets a 3 and a girl is 4. You guys are wicked, man. You guys are wicked. All right. Osman Ali, this is the last comment I'm going to take, and then we're going to end this. Firstly, I just want to shout Black Lives Matters. Thanks a lot, man. And all the NHS. You sound like Ty. This guy's mimicking Ty, man. This guy's mimicking Ty. Ateta's hands are tied behind his back with these weak-minded players. This season is a free hit. Listen, bro, it's gonna be difficult for us this season. I kid you not. It's gonna be difficult. I already said on my Instagram, right, guys? Europa League is done. I'm sorry, it is done. I don't see any way out of this anymore. It is done, in my opinion. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, people, I really appreciate you guys coming on. The guys that have come on, I really appreciate you guys commenting. Please and please hit the likes and subscribe button. And listen, I'm always open to you guys coming on after matches, any match day. I'm always open to you guys coming on. And don't forget, I have a show that's going on every Tuesdays at 8:30. Tuesdays and Fridays. It is a late night football show with myself. It's music and football, people. Please and please attend Tuesdays and Fridays. I want you guys to always participate. If you have friends that support other teams, I talk about everything football on there. It's not just Arsenal. It's generally about everything that happens, and it's always fun. You have the music intervals, you have the music in the background, and you can enjoy music while you take a break. It's an hour show, sometimes an hour and a half. It's always fun, and I want you guys to participate. So every Tuesdays and Fridays, 8:30 p.m. If there is match on a Tuesday, I have to reschedule to another day sometimes, or I just do it for the match day. It all depends. But please and please participate, guys. Participate. I really appreciate you guys to participate. Tuesdays and Fridays, people. Please and please. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys next Tuesday, 8:30. If you are on the Discord group or you are not on the Discord group yet, click on the link. It's right there in the description. Click on the link for the Discord and join the group. That way you can get my updates, and that way you can come in and phone in. It's a phone-in show on Tuesday and Fridays. Basically, you phone in through Discord. It's not a video show. I'm going to be the only one in the studio because I have my music going on to entertain you guys as well. Basically, I'm just doing a DJ for you guys. It's an opportunity for you to just come on, use the Discord link, then you can phone in, right? So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing you guys on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And there's a new show coming on as well. It's a Claude and Tade show, which very soon, maybe when Claude is really on his feet, we're going to start that off. And I will appreciate you guys coming on that as well. It's always going to be banter with me and Claude because myself and Claude don't see eye to eye when it comes to footballing opinions, really. But we're still good friends regardless. But it is what it is. So it's always going to be an entertaining show. Anyway, it's a boy here, the Blunt Pony. Love to be lovers, haters to be haters, and I'm out of here, people. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Bye. Love you all.
Hey, are you enjoying the content? Well, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe. What are you waiting for? Stop looking at me. Subscribe now. Come on. How is the channel going to grow if you don't subscribe? Help a brother. Thank you very much.